Have you ever felt that pull to just get away from it all? To trade the noise of everyday life for the quiet hum of nature? Well, let me tell you a story about a guy named Tom who did just that. Tom lives in a small town, the kind nestled between rolling hills and deep green forests. Ever since he was a kid, he's found his peace walking among the trees. One Saturday morning, the air was crisp and the sky was a perfect, cloudless blue. Tom looked at the small mountain that stood like a silent guardian just outside his town and thought, today's the day. With a bottle of water and a light backpack, his adventure began. At first, the trail was like a friendly welcome mat, wide, smooth, and easy. Colorful wildflowers lined the path. Tall trees stood like ancient sentinels, and little birds zipped through the air, their songs mixing with the gentle whisper of the wind. It was pure peace. Tom wasn't in a hurry. He walked slowly, breathing it all in, savoring every single moment. About 20 minutes into his journey, things started to change. The wide path gave way to a narrow, rocky trail. The ground became uneven, littered with stones that demanded his full attention. Tom paused, looking ahead at the challenging incline. Muttered to himself, "This looks a bit harder than I thought." For a fleeting moment, turning back seemed like an option, but the thought vanished as quickly as it appeared. He wasn't a quitter. He took a deep, steadying breath and pushed onward. The climb became a rhythm, step by careful step. Sometimes his foot would slip on a loose rock, but he'd quickly regain his balance. When his legs started to burn and his breath grew short, he'd stop for a minute, take a sip of water, and let the incredible view recharge him. And what a view it was. With every bit of height he gained, the world below unfolded like a beautiful map. He could see the silver ribbon of the river snaking through the forest, and the tiny houses of his town looking like a miniature playset. This growing perspective, this bird's-eye view of his world, fueled his determination. Finally, after what felt like a long but rewarding struggle, Tom took his last step onto the summit. He stood on the highest rock, feeling like he was on top of the world. The hills stretched out before him in endless waves, and a distant lake sparkled under the bright sun. A cool wind brushed against his face, carrying with it a sense of accomplishment. A wide smile spread across Tom's face. "I'm so glad I didn't stop," he thought. "Every small step really does lead to something amazing." He sat down, letting the profound quiet of the mountaintop wash over him. In that moment, there was nothing but the view, the wind, and a deep sense of pride. This simple hike, this journey of small, persistent steps, became one of his most treasured memories. It wasn't about conquering a massive peak. It was about the quiet victory of not giving up, of finding beauty in the struggle, and proving to himself that small achievements can bring the greatest joy. So what's your small mountain? Maybe it's not a literal one. Maybe it's a project you've been putting off, a skill you want to learn, or a conversation you need to have. Tom's story is a beautiful reminder that the journey might get rocky, but the view from the top is always worth it. Take that first step, and then the next. You might be surprised at the amazing places you'll end up. Thanks for watching, and if this story resonated with you, don't forget to like and subscribe for more inspiration. See you on the next adventure.